The fashion events this week brings hundreds of designers, art journalists, critics, students or simply fashion addicts to the Russian capital. I'm now joined by Swedish expat Vincent Vitlock, party organiser and hotel manager here in the Russian capital. Now, what cities have you lived in before? I've heard you lived in quite a few.
I lived in Bangkok, I lived in Milano and also in England, in London.
In London. Now, obviously they have lots of different fashion weeks. What are they like in compared to Moscow one?
I think the Moscow one brings out the first-liners, designers, more like a hobby for the consumers, and I think there is less focus on selling the fashion that they make, and there's more focus on being a mascot for the Russian population.
Vincent, what do you think about the fashion, the everyday high street fashion here in Russia?
I think it's, at the moment, it's very shiny, glittery and expensive.
Is that any good? What do you think?
I think it's quite interesting because this is what you see in Europe coming up now at the moment.
Right.
So I think there's a few Russian designers like Svetlana...
Simichev, he's great as well.
Simichev as well, and I think there's not very many of them that kind of brings the high fashion down to the retail way of selling it to the customers, which is the Russians. There is a couple of them that actually sells, like, they kind of do the second liners, like Mango and Zara.
Right.
And
then highly moving into the Russian chain market, right?
Yes, I think there is the ones that are famous, like Shapurin and Denis Simashev and Valentina Hurdashkin. I think that they're not really producing it for the mass market. The
only problem with those Simashev, I think his clothes are wonderful, but they're really, really expensive. Do you think that everyday people can afford these clothes?
I certainly can't afford them.
No, I can't afford them either. Now also, Russian girls, they're meant to be famously the most beautiful, but are they the best dressed? What do you think?
I think they are. They certainly fit the clothes. They're very skinny and small, and they do wear up the clothes very well. I would say they look like any part of anywhere. They could be anywhere on the catwalk in Milano or anywhere.
Right. And finally, you have arranged parties here in the Russian capital. What do you think of the nightlife and cultural, experiences that Moscow has to offer?
I think it's fantastic, and now the summer is coming as well, and it's just amazing to be out, sitting out on the outdoor servings and going out clubbing with the open air. It's perfect now. Winter has been good, but now the summer is coming, and very exciting.
Is Moscow too expensive for the average tourist?
It is. You can't be poor to live here.
You can't. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah.